Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Slow English Channel, the place where learning English feels easy and natural. I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily. Hi, everyone. I'm really happy to be here with you today. It's such a nice day to record a podcast, isn't it?
It really is, Paul. You look cheerful today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, thank you. I've got my big cup of coffee right here, and I'm ready to talk. What about you, Emily?
I'm doing very well, too. I'm excited because today's topic is very special. It's something we use all the time when we talk with our friends.
That sounds interesting. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to talk about the past, how to tell simple stories and describe things that happened yesterday, last week, or even many years ago.
That's a great topic, Emily. Talking about the past is how we share our lives. It's how we tell our friends about our weekends or our childhood memories.
Exactly. But before we start, we have a small favor to ask our lovely listeners.
Yes, friends, if you enjoy learning with us, please click the like button right now. It really helps our channel grow.
And please subscribe so you won't miss any of our new episodes. We share new English conversations every week.
And don't forget to share this podcast with your friends or family who are also learning English. Sharing helps more people learn together.
Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, Paul, are you ready to talk about the past?
I'm ready. But tell me, Emily, isn't the past tense a little difficult for beginners?
Not at all. We can start with very simple words. When we talk about the past, we often use words like yesterday, last night, or last year.
Oh, I see. So I can say, yesterday I was happy.
Exactly. I was is the past form of I am. It's very simple. Paul, tell me, what did you do yesterday?
Let me think. Yesterday was a busy day. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock? That's early.
Yes, it is. I woke up, made breakfast, ate eggs and bread, and of course, drank my coffee.
Woke up, made, ate, drank. All great past tense verbs.
Thank you. After breakfast, I went to the park. The weather was sunny and warm, a beautiful day.
That sounds lovely. Did you walk in the park?
Yes, I walked for 1 hour. I saw beautiful flowers and a few cute dogs. I love dogs.
Me too. Dogs always make people smile. So you walked and saw dogs. What did you do next?
After that, I went to the supermarket. I bought fruit and milk, then came home and cleaned the kitchen. It was a lot of work.
Wow, Paul, you were busy. I didn't do much yesterday. I stayed at home.
Oh, you stayed home. Was it relaxing?
Yes, it was. I watched a movie on TV, a funny one. I laughed a lot.
That sounds nice. What did you eat for dinner?
I cooked pasta, my favorite Italian food, with cheese and tomatoes. It was delicious.
Pasta. Now I'm hungry.
Sorry, Paul. But see, it's easy to talk about yesterday. We just change our action words a little. For many verbs, we add ed at the end, like walked, cleaned, stayed, watched.
That's right. I walked, I cleaned, I watched. Easy to remember. But what about words like ate or went?
Good question. Those are special verbs. We call them irregular verbs. You just need to practice them. For example, I go becomes I went, and I eat becomes I ate.
So I shouldn't say, I go to the park yesterday. I should say, I went to the park yesterday.
Exactly. You got it, Paul. You're doing great.
Thanks, Emily. Talking about yesterday is fun, but I also like remembering long ago, like when we were kids.
Ah, childhood stories. I love those. Tell me, Paul, where did you live when you were a child?
When I was little, I lived in a small house near the mountains. It was a beautiful place with a big garden behind the house.
That sounds lovely. Did you play there every day?
Yes, my brother and I played outside every afternoon. We played with a ball, and sometimes we climbed trees.
You climbed trees? Wow, brave boy.
Well, maybe a little brave, but one time I fell down.
Oh no, did you cry?
Just a little, but my mom came and gave me a cookie. Then I was happy again.
Cookies fix everything.
They really do. What about you, Emily?
I grew up in a big city. I didn't have a garden, but every Sunday my father took me to the park. We flew a kite together.
A kite? That's so nice. What color was it?
It was red and yellow, very bright. It went high in the sky. I felt like a bird. That's one of my happiest memories.
That's beautiful, Emily. Memories are like photos in our minds.
Yes, they are. And we can also talk about vacations. That's a great way to practice past tense, too.
You're right. Where did you go on your last vacation, Emily?
My last vacation? Oh, I went to a big city. I visited museums and saw beautiful old paintings.
That sounds interesting. Did you like the food there?
Yes, I loved it. I went to a different restaurant every night. I tried new dishes. One night I ate spicy noodles and wow, they were so hot. My mouth was on fire.
Oh, no. Did you drink a lot of water?
Yes, I drank 3 big glasses, but it was fun. I like trying new things when I travel.
Me too. My last vacation was different. I went to the beach last year with my friends.
The beach. I love the ocean. How was the water?
It was blue and very cold, but the sun was strong, so it felt perfect. We swam every morning.
That sounds relaxing. Did you see any fish?
Yes, many small, colorful fish. In the evening, we sat on the sand and watched the sunset. The sky turned pink and orange. It was peaceful and beautiful.
That sounds like a dream, Paul. Did you take many photos?
Of course, hundreds of them. I still have them on my phone. I can show you later.
I'd love to see them. You know, talking about vacations is a great way to use past tense naturally.
You're right. And sometimes, when we talk about things that didn't happen, we use the word didn't.
Exactly. Didn't means something did not happen. For example, I didn't eat breakfast today, or I didn't go to work on Sunday.
Yes, and you can also say, I didn't like the movie, or he didn't call me.
That's right. Didn't helps us talk about things we didn't do or didn't enjoy. It's really useful.
It makes everything simpler. You know, Emily, many learners feel nervous when they talk about the past.
Yes, that's true. But we want to remind our listeners, don't be afraid of mistakes.
Exactly. If you say, I eat dinner yesterday, people will still understand you. But when you say, I ate dinner yesterday, it sounds even better.
Right. And here's an easy way to practice. Keep a short diary. Every night, write 2 or 3 sentences about your day. For example, today was good. I went to the park. I met a friend.
That's a great tip. Or you can talk to the mirror. Just tell the mirror what you did yesterday. Like, hello, mirror. Yesterday, I played tennis.
The mirror is a great listener. It never interrupts you.
That's true. And another fun way to practice is by listening to songs. Many songs tell stories about the past, about old friends or memories.
Yes. For example, the song Yesterday by the Beatles. It's famous and simple. Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away.
Wow, Emily, that was lovely. You have a good voice.
Thank you, Paul. But really, music is powerful. You can learn pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion all at once.
And movies, too. After watching a movie, try to explain the story to a friend using past words. For example, the man met a woman. They went to a restaurant. They fell in love.
That's such a good exercise. It helps you think in English naturally.
Speaking of memories, what was your favorite toy when you were a child?
Oh, that's easy. I had a doll named Lucy. She had long blonde hair and a pink dress. My grandmother made her dress for me.
That's so sweet. Do you still have her?
No, I gave her to my cousin many years ago, but I still remember her very well. She was special.
That's a lovely memory. My favorite toy was a small blue car. I played with it every single day. I even took it to bed with me.
Oh, that's adorable. Simple toys made us so happy when we were kids.
Yes, life was simple then. We didn't have phones or computers. We just played outside all day.
I know. I didn't have a computer until I was about 20 years old.
Same here. And do you remember how slow the internet was?
Oh, yes. It made that strange noise every time we connected.
Yes, and we had to wait forever for one picture to load.
Those were different times, but good times too.
They really were. You know, Emily, today we talked about so many things. Yesterday, childhood, vacations, and memories.
Yes, and it was such a fun conversation. I feel like I know you even better now.
Same here. Talking about the past connects people. It helps us remember what matters.
Before we finish, let's review what we learned today.
Good idea. First, talking about the past is like telling a story. We use time words like yesterday and last week.
Right, and for many verbs, we just add ed, like walked and cleaned.
But some verbs are irregular, like went and ate. Those just need practice.
Yes, and we can use didn't when something did not happen.
And most of all, remember that memories are beautiful pictures in our minds. You can share them using simple English.
Exactly. See, talking about the past isn't scary, it's fun.
It really is. I had such a good time today, Emily.
Me too, Paul. Thank you for sharing your stories.
And thank you for sharing yours.
And to all our wonderful listeners, thank you for joining us today.
We hope you enjoyed this episode about the past.
Now it's your turn. Write a comment and tell us what you did yesterday or your favorite toy when you were a child.
Yes, please write in English. It's great practice.
And before you go, remember to subscribe, like, and share this podcast with your friends.
We'll be back soon with more easy and fun English for you.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Bye-bye for now. See you next time.